bring in Rahul Singh, Executive Director of GlobalMedic. Rahul, thanks very much for joining us.
Oh, no, thanks, Roger. It's really good to be with you.
A busy time. Are you preparing to help out in Myanmar and Thailand?
Yeah, we're mobilizing assets. So a few things that we've done. You can imagine our officers are doing a bunch of research as to what's happening there. We've put formal offers of assistance out to both governments now, and we've spun up like drone teams on standby. We're preparing some of our water purification equipment, you know, the technical stuff that we bring in to get people clean water. We're actually just looking at different flights and air cargo routes in, and then we've readied some family emergency kits to move. That would be phase one of our operations.
And have they said yes to it? Will you be heading in?
They haven't said yes yet. We're just offering. You know, think back to Turkey and Syria. It's very relevant here, right? Like a lot more people in the world are going to come in to help, let's say, Thailand if it's affected, compared to Myanmar, given the geopolitics in that area and what's been happening of late. But obviously, it's much more impacted in Myanmar. Now, we've worked in Myanmar in the past, so we're hoping, you know, to get access and to be able to help them. This is an alarming area, right? Mandalay province is huge. Like the city of Mandalay is very important in the religious history of Myanmar, the sheer number of monks that live there. Like the city alone's 1.5 million people, the province is like 6 million. And this is a very shallow earthquake, like it's 10 kilometers and it's a 7.7, so it's big. So there's a lot of people in harm's way. And Myanmar is not as well developed as Thailand to respond. Like they have assets and personnel and rescuers that are going to go in, but like they're ranked 144th on the Global Development Index. They're going to have less capacity to respond compared to their neighbors in Thailand.
And we're just looking at some of the damage, and there are, you know, you can see 4, 5, 6-story buildings that have flipped over, collapsed, partially collapsed. I can imagine trying to access that area. What's it like trying to work with the government there?
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's always challenging as governments, you know, change their course and how much they interact with the West and nations like ours. Like we've worked with them in the past. We've had very good relations and capacity to get in. And this is not about politics, right? This is humanitarian assistance. We're literally offering them, you know, the ability to come in and turn clean drinking water back on, you know, into feeding centers and hospitals and schools, just to make sure that the people that are impacted. Because look, one thing earthquakes do is they damage water systems, right? Like even if they had terrific water systems before the earthquake, and I'm not saying they did, I think it's quite the opposite, that they'll be a lack of clean drinking water, and people need clean drinking water in the next, you know, 2-3 days, or they're going to be in a world of trouble. So we're offering that in the technical units that will come in and install, plus the household units that we would, you know, give to people where, depending where they're going to be living and what happens. But this is going to unfold very quickly. Now, Myanmar does have about 400,000 soldiers that it can deploy in. They'll be your frontline rescuers along with their fire services. They're going to try and pull people out of the rubble. You know, the walking wounded will hopefully already been moved away, but there's going to be people in the light areas that, you know, you can kind of reach by hand and you can get folks out of. But this is going to be tough because it's going to overwhelm their medical systems. You have a lot of people impacted, and we just want to be able to get in there and help.
All right, Rahul, thank you very much as always, and good luck with this.
No, thank you.
Rahul Singh is the Executive Director of GlobalMedic.